Well, that takes us right to about 3 o'clock. We're going to start 1 minute early. How about that? Or actually, it might be right on the dot by the time I click this button. Let's see. Well, welcome everybody to our Dr. Selfridge live stream. You heard me playing some music there at the beginning. Let me turn my microphone up, make sure you guys can hear me okay. Just let me know how the volume is. Good to see everybody. I am Dr. Selfridge. If you've never been to a live stream before, welcome. Make sure you say hello in the chat. We have lots of familiar faces here in the chat, and I always like to say hello to new people. So if you are a new person, make sure you say hello. Let us know. Maybe it's good to know what instrument you play, maybe how long you've been playing, and what part of the world you are watching from. It's very exciting on our live streams here. We always have people from all over, and it's really cool. So here we are. It is a beautiful December day. It's actually very mild outside. I think it's probably maybe close to 60 degrees. It's pretty mild, maybe the 50s. But it's a very nice sunny day here. I am in the United States, in Pennsylvania. We're just outside of Philadelphia, kind of in the southeastern part of Pennsylvania. But welcome everybody. Say hello in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. Today, well, let me tell you what we do. You guys know what we do. We talk all about any band questions you might have. If you have questions about playing your instrument, ask me your questions. We talk about music. We talk about band. I will play for you some songs. I'll take requests if you have requests of things you want me to play. And I will also show you on my website, drselfridgemusic.com. We have a lot of music that we can play along together with. So I think we're going to start off. Well, let's say hello. I don't know. Dennis, are you hooked up and with us today? Dennis was having some...
Not quite yet there, but I'll be getting there.
Okay.
I'll catch up with you.
All right. Okay. So Dennis is on the line. He's working out his computer issues, but let's everybody say hi to Dennis. Dennis is always here with us. He kind of helps us out in the chat, highlighting some of your questions. If I get a lot of questions coming through, sometimes I don't get to all of them. I get to as many as I can. And we also have Terry in the chat, Teresa, and we have Uncle Joe in the chat. Is Joe here? Hey, you know what? I hope he doesn't mind me saying this. Will everybody please wish Joseph Selfridge, our helper in the chat, a happy birthday? He recently had a birthday, and I just want you to wish him a happy birthday. Okay, so let's say hello to some people who are here. I'm going to go right to the top of the chat and just go as fast as I can. So we have Sean is here. Hi, Sean. Daisy is here. Hi, Daisy. Some of our greatest friends here. Mia is here once again. Good to see you. Love Hope Dream 7 says, I play the clarinet and violin, and I love your channel. Thank you very much. We usually go, your question was, this starts at 1. Well, here where I'm at, it's 3 p.m. So that's when it's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But where you are, it might be 1 o'clock. So Love Hope had a question. When you're downloading music, which one is for clarinet? Usually when I put sheet music on for download, it will say this is for clarinet, okay? But a little sort of helpful tip for clarinet: if you're trying to find clarinet music and you can't find it, clarinet players can also play off of trumpet music, okay? Trumpet music and clarinet music is in the same key, all right? And okay, you're 10 years old and it's your first time joining us. Welcome. Sean plays the trumpet, and Sobrin is new and plays the alto sax. Welcome. Let's see, what else? And Sobrin Fitwi says, I didn't know Dr. S was doing these live Sunday band classes until last week. All right, so I'm glad you're with us. Daisy plays the clarinet, and Daisy is always super helpful in the chat. Great to have Daisy here. And Sobrin says, I have a question, but you're going to wait till it starts, so go ahead and put your question in the chat. Faithful Tribe Spoons says, hello, I'm Spoons. I play the trombone and new to this too. Welcome to you. I do have a trombone here. Once in a while, I do some trombone requests. It's kind of hard because my studio setup is not super... I've got everything crowded around me, so it's kind of tricky to play trombone. But here's my trombone. Let's see. How about I play Jingle Bells? Make sure I'm on the right note. Ba. That's a D. Fourth position. D. There we go. Little tidbit. All right. Daisy says a good tip, for clarinet, make sure your reed is straight and a bit wet, and band face should be firm, corners of your mouth. Don't bite down on the reed. That's all good advice. Love Hope Dream is having trouble with keeping my chin flat and not puffing my cheeks. Okay, ready? I have a little helpful hint for you for clarinet. What I described, I always tell my students when you play clarinet and saxophone and trumpet, pretty much every wind instrument, your goal is any instrument you blow into, we call them wind instruments because they use wind, right, to play. The embouchure or the band face, pretty much every instrument, the only instrument that's allowed to puff their cheeks, tuba players, because the mouthpiece is so big, you will see tuba players puff their cheeks. No one else is allowed to, okay? The way we describe it is we think of, I tell my students, imagine like you're super gluing the inside of your cheeks to your teeth. So you're gluing your cheeks to your teeth. So when you blow air, your cheeks are pressing in and not blowing out from the pressure. And for some reason, just using that phrase, super glue your cheeks to your teeth, that helps students do it. So this is the right way. This is the wrong way when I let my muscles kind of collapse and go. Think. Okay. Let's see. Hello, David. Hello, It's Uni. Hello to Sophia. Hello. Yeah, Sean noticed that my music when we came in was different music. I put on some jazzy. Does anyone know? Actually, I don't know if anyone in the chat noticed do you know what song that was that I was playing on the flute? Thank you, David. Was telling everyone to set up their instruments. Sophia plays the flute. The phaser attempt is saying hi. And Daisy, you're right. I was improvising. Christian Rayner says, I should do a video of Santa Claus is coming to town. So let me show you guys. Here's something I have for today. I have 2 books I want to show you. 3 books. This book I was playing as we started the stream, Charlie Brown Christmas, and it's got all music for all the instruments in here. So I can play some special requests out of this book if you want. I have this book called Easy Christmas Instrumental Solos. Do any of you have smart music for school? If you have smart music for your school band, this is on there. This is a fun little book. It's got Believe from Polar Express. It's got Deck the Hall. It has Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy, The First Noel, Feliz Navidad, Frosty the Snowman, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Jingle Bell Rock, Jingle Bells, Let It Snow, The Little Drummer Boy, Silent Night, Sleigh Ride, and You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. So if you want me to play any of those, I can play requests out of here. And then I have this book, which is called Ultimate Christmas Instrumental Solos. And this has a ton of songs. It's got, I don't know, is that like 40 songs maybe? Okay. Many songs. So I can play lots of requests. Let's see. Let's get through these comments. So Sobreen says, I play alto sax and here's my alto sax, everybody. How many alto sax players do we have out there? I play alto sax and my G, F sharp, E, and D are playing high. Okay, Sobreen. I hope I'm saying that correctly. All right, this question comes up a lot. Sax players often have trouble with their low notes going high when they don't want them to. Same thing with flute players. So, you're going G, G, F sharp, E, D. And a lot of times sax players will play and it goes up like this. Does it sound like that? that happens. There's two reasons that can happen. One reason is there could be a problem with your saxophone. There could be a leak somewhere where air's leaking out. That you can't do anything about except get it repaired. But assuming that that's not the problem, it's also your embouchure, like your band director said. Here's the solution, okay? Instead of making your lips like an M, so think like if you're playing your saxophone and your lips are kind of like an M, straight across, your bottom lip pushes up too much on the reed, and it keeps the reed from vibrating the way it should, and that's why it goes up high. Instead of your saxophone lips being M, they should be like an O. And what that does is it makes your lips circular around the reed, like an O, and it pulls your bottom teeth and your chin down a little bit, and that allows the reed to vibrate the way it wants to. So here's the low note with the wrong embouchure. Right? Now I'm going to go from straight across M to an O. And I have no problem with the low notes. Okay. Try that. Wesley Nichols, hello. It's Uni says the volume is good. Griffin is here and says hi. Hello. Syntax or Synatics Blaze. My chat just jumped. All right. I saw everybody wished Uncle Joe a happy birthday. Sophia. Sorry, guys. Okay, good. Here we go. Sophia says these are really helpful. Thank you for saying that. Somebody mentioned, snow. Yeah, it's actually supposed to snow around here in a couple days. That's going to be interesting. Sophia, I think Sophia is requesting me to play the B flat scale on the flute. B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat. Here we go. There we go. Now, when you get into middle school and high school, we play it in this rhythm. A lot of people play it in this rhythm. Ta, ti, 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 ta. That's the more advanced rhythm. Okay. David says hello from Missouri. Hello. Soprin says hello from Indiana. Hello to Indiana. Sophia is from New York State. Has been playing for a year and a half. Griffin says hello from Pennsylvania. Love, Hope, Dream is new. Oh, wow. Elvia Grabchuk says, hello, I'm from Kazakhstan. I studied in music school and I play the clarinet. Welcome, welcome. Elvia, is that what I should call you? Welcome. It's great to have you here. What time is it where you're watching from? And a lot of people wishing a happy birthday to Joe. That's great. David Winfrey wants a Hey Baby tutorial. What instrument, David? Tell me what instrument. Let's keep going. Tanner Ruby says, I play trumpet and alto sax and love this channel. Thank you. Synatics plays clarinet and is from Texas. Hello. Griffin says, what music sites can you get music for free? Depends what you're looking for. There's if you search public domain, like Griffin, you play trumpet, right? So if you search public domain trumpet music, let me see if that does it. Oh yeah. Wow, look at this. Now this is going to be more, oops, let me go back here. So public domain, you guys know what public domain means? I'm going to put this in the chat. Public domain. That means, I put it in the chat, you'll see it. A lot of classical music that was, if any music that was written, I think if the composer, The song was written over 100 years ago. I think if the song is 100 years old, it's 175 years, something like that. Songs enter the public domain, which means they're free and you don't have to, you can just publish them and buy them. So if you search alto sax music, public domain, trumpet music, public domain, whatever instrument, you should find some good stuff. Okay. Let's keep going here. So many comments. That's great. Okay. Okay, Henry Chase wants me to play Havana on trumpet. I'll do that. And keep the questions coming. So Havana is in minor. I forget what key I played. I think I do it in da 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 da. Okay, so da 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 da. Yeah, I think I do it in C minor. Okay, and as I said before, a lot of the pop songs that I do, I will put them in an easier key because a lot of times pop music will be in keys that are difficult to play on your instrument. So I'll move the key signature. So here's Havana. D minor. D minor. Okay. It's uni. Exactly how many instruments do I play? I've been asked this question before. I think it's like 14. Let's just say 15. And how long did it take me to learn it all? Here's the thing about learning lots of musical instruments. If you want to learn how to play a lot of musical instruments, get really good at one. Pick one instrument and get really good at it. Study it for 4, 5, 6 years. Then you can start to branch out. And to really understand music, you should definitely learn how to play piano. Learn how a piano works. All right. Wesley Nichols, can I make a video on how to play more songs? Yes, I'm still working on my videos. Things get very busy at school and I don't get as many videos as I want to get done, but I'm trying. Let's see. Elvia says, how did I decide to make a channel about music? I started making videos for my beginners. I started making videos for my beginners because I taught beginner band for 15 years about. Now I teach at the high school. And then I just started making videos and people started watching them. That's why I did it. Let's keep going. Mary Had a Little Lamb. What instrument? So guys, if you request a song, request the instrument you'd like me to play it on too. Okay. Henry Chase, Carol of the Bells on the trumpet. All right, so I have a request for Carol of the Bells and Feliz Navidad. I don't know, Dennis, are you any further with your technology, or are you still having issues?
I'm here.
Oh, you are? Okay.
No, I'm good.
Good. So I don't know. There's a very active chat room, which is cool. I'm going to start.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Yeah, I'm going to start to try to play some of these requests. But Dennis, if you see any, questions that I can answer,
I will.
We'll just keep an eye on that, and I'll check in a minute. All right, Ukrainian Carol. So what I'm going to use, guys, someone asked for Carol of the Bells. I'm going to use this book right here, and this song also goes by Ukrainian Carol because it's a Ukrainian song. Bum 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 bum. And I think you requested trumpet. Now this is a clarinet book, guys, and like I said earlier, you can play clarinet music and trumpet music can play the same music. Clarinets and trumpets can play the same music. So check this out. I'm going to use This came with a backing track. It's pretty cool. So let's see. Let's find it here. Just have to find the music. I don't have to use... All right, here we go. Can you hear that? All right, let me do my best here. It gets a little bit high. That's basically it. And then it goes to the next part. It goes to a high G. That's pretty high. Oh my goodness. I'm not warmed up at all. So that's that's Ukrainian Bell Carol. I could play it on clarinet much better, probably. Let's do the other request, which is Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. I think this was a request on flute. Here it is. It's on page 18. And I know this. I don't know if I need the music for this, but I'll play it anyway. Feliz Navidad. You guys know this song? There's Feliz Navidad. All right. So why don't we go to check in with Dennis? Maybe you could throw a question at me.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay. Infant Twig is from India and plays the flute. Is there any way to reduce the airiness of tone in flutes?
Yeah. Great question. This is a very common question. I released a video about a month ago, I guess, called How to Play Flute and Not Pass Out, I think is what I called it, or How to Not Run Out of Air. Basically, the biggest question with young flute players, how many flute players do we have watching? The biggest issue with young flute players is they get an airy sound because they let too much air out of their lips. So the opening in your lips when you play is called your aperture, where the air comes out. It should be a tiny little hole in the center of your lips. Right there. Think about focusing that tiny hole of your aperture like a camera lens, or like the end of a garden hose. You focus it, and the air and the water stream gets harder or more focused. So if my aperture is too wide open, sounds like this. And you run out of air very quickly. Make it very, very tiny. And I tell my students, imagine like your lips are completely closed and it's like your lips sprung a little leak, starting with the sound of the letter P. And that will clear out the airiness. Okay. Sophia Zapanta, if you're still here, you want me to play a 7-note scale on trombone. Okay. The most common 7-note scale is a B-flat major scale for beginners. So we start with B-flat, first note, ba. Then we go to a C, which is 6th position. D, 4th position. E flat, 3rd position. F, 1st position. 4th position, high note for G. 2nd position, pretty high note if you're a beginner, A. firmer lips, firmer lips that are going to vibrate quicker. And then the top note is a B flat, high B flat first position. So. There's your scale. Okay. Soberin says my tip for alto sax worked. That's great. Tanner wants to know my saxophone brand. My saxophone brand is Selmer. I have all of my saxophones are Selmer saxophones. Selmer and Yamaha are probably the two most recognizable names in saxophones. They are some of the best saxophones you can buy. It's Uni. On the previous stream, there was someone who challenged me to a longest note battle. Yeah, I remember that. I tried to make it to a minute and I couldn't. Tanner Champ, why is my trumpet having trouble with notes even with the valves in place? All right, so Tanner, it's hard for me to know exactly what your issue is without hearing you, but for trumpet and trombone and euphonium and tuba and French horn, all the brass instruments, putting your fingers in the right spot is just step one. The next part is your lips have to be set. You have to use your air properly, and you have to have in your ear the right sound that you want. So if you're trying to play on trumpet, like if you're trying to play in, let's say an E, 1 and 2, if your lips are not set properly and you're not supporting it properly, you'll get a lower sounding note like this. That's a low A. We want the higher note. So you have to, one really good thing to do is, I don't have my phone. If you get there's an app. I'm going to put this in the chat. App, Bandmate Chromatic Tuner. It's a free app, and it will show you on the staff what note you're playing, and that way you can tell if you're too low or too high. ZK Xing. This is my first time here. I hope you're enjoying it. Kevin George, how do I get a good tone on trumpet? Get your mouthpiece. And if you guys want me to play songs with you, or we could do some playing along together, we'll do that next. We're going to play some duets together. Actually, while I'm answering this trumpet question, I want you to go to this website. My website. All right, here's the link. We're going to do some easy holiday duets. So go to that link, everybody, that I just put in the chat while I answer this question. How to get a good sound on trumpet. Get your mouthpiece and get a nice steady sound. We call it the buzz. You don't want your buzz to sound real tense and cramped like this. That's going to be a bad sound. Lips barely touching. Practice getting a buzz that's completely steady. And then going down and up like the sound of a motorboat going fast, or a race car going faster and slower. Also sounds like a fire engine. Then you put it on and you go for a nice steady tone. I made one mistake there. Darn it. Okay. Kevian says, can I make a tutorial for rocking around the Christmas tree? That would be a good one. So I'll add that to my list. I have a long list of tutorials that I need to do. Sophia, can I play Hot Chocolate from Polar Express? I don't even know if I know that song in my head. I just watched a Polar Express recently. I will. Let's see. Let's put that one on the waiting list. Right now, I told you guys we're going to do some holiday songs from Dr. Selfridge Music. So let's switch over to camera 2 here. And meanwhile, Dennis, could you throw a question or two my way?
I can.
Okay.
Well, this is more of a comment. Lizzie's journal says, thank you for teaching me to play the flute.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you.
Right. Skylar Robinson, do you know where you can get a silicone cover for your thumb hold on the clarinet?
Yep.
Mine is breaking apart.
That's Skylar?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it was? So Skylar, go to you could go wherever you like to shop online, Amazon, or you could go to woodwindbrasswind.com. Any music store that sells things online. You're just looking for a thumb. What you're looking for, it's called a clarinet thumb rest. Clarinet thumb rest, and they're really cheap. They're like really cheap. So, all right. How about one more, Dennis? If you have any more.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Tanner Ruby said, I have a Jean Paul. I guess that's a
type, yeah.
A maker, yeah.
A brand, yeah. Very cool. Okay, so here's what we'll do, folks. Let's do some easy holiday duets. These are going to be pretty easy. If you're someone who's more advanced, this is going to be pretty easy for you. But I designed these to be for folks who've only been playing a little while. And you know, these are also really good if you have family members or friends or other people that play instruments. When I get together with my family for Christmas, which unfortunately we're not going to be able to this year with everyone staying home and staying safe, but in a normal year, we get together and all of my little cousins or nieces or nephews who play instruments, these duets are so easy that we can play them together with people of all ages and they work. So like here's Jingle Bells. Let's just go right through these, okay? I'm going to play clarinet. You click on whatever instrument is your instrument, all right? I'm going to click on clarinet, and let's play through these. You've got an A part melody and a B part harmony. You can play it at any speed that's comfortable. So why don't we play it? I'm going to zoom out so I can see the whole page. So let's play Jingle Bells. You can choose either the A part or the B part. It's up to you, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you want to, there's a repeat sign, optional. You can repeat back and do it again. That's a great song. How about we do one more? Let's do Jolly Old St. Nicholas. I'll play this one on trumpet. Again, remember I said trumpet music and clarinet music are the same notes, except if you're playing like a band arrangement for school where everyone has a different part. You want to play the clarinet part or the trumpet part because they're probably different. But for songs like this where it's just the melody, you can play either trumpet or clarinet. Okay, so our first note is this. So this is what I was talking about trumpets. If you want to play a note correctly, you really got to work on hearing the note before you play it, picturing the note in your head. That helps me get the note out, because if I don't do that, I can get a lower note like this. Or if I'm really not prepared for it. Here we go. Play A or B. It's up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4. then the B part is an accompaniment, or a harmony, we should say. Sometimes the tricky part about playing these is you have to make sure you follow to the correct line. Like A, you skip down to here. Don't accidentally go and play the B part. Okay, so let's go to some more questions and requests. All right, so let's check in with Dennis. Are there any? Dennis, have you noticed like song requests that I could play?
Yes, yes. The creative hobbies. Hi, can you play "All I Want for Christmas" with bass clarinet or clarinet?
All I Want for Christmas. Oh wait, well that's the
My two front teeth.
Oh, All I Want for Christmas is My Two Front Teeth, or Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas is You. That's the question.
Oh, that could be. Yeah.
So maybe that person.
There's a generation you can screw up.
Yeah. Maybe that person could clarify. Who is it? Do you remember the name of the person?
I do.
Was it Gypsy?
Creative hobbies.
Oh, creative hobbies. Oh, so if you could clarify creative hobbies, if you want All I Want for Christmas is My Two Front Teeth, or All I Want for Christmas is You. All right. I did promise to look up the Hot Chocolate song from Polar Express. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. If I have a song that I don't really quite know it, I'm going to look it up. So I go I'm Googling right now. Hot Chocolate Flute Sheet Music. You can just Google that. Hot Chocolate Flute Sheet Music. And look, there's versions of it. You might not get the whole thing, but you might get some of it. Let's see. Hot Chocolate Flute. Let's go here. All right. Well, this is a jazz band arrangement. That one might not work. Let me keep looking here. Sorry, guys. Sorry if this is a little boring. How about while I'm looking, maybe Dennis has another question I can answer.
Yep. I got that one. Oh, the broken finds. Hello all. Taking a break from writing my thesis.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah, you can identify with that.
Yeah. Broken spine. What's your thesis, or what degree are you going for? I'd be curious to know that. So I'm actually having a little bit of trouble finding this one, you guys.
The other
digital. I'm looking on digital sheet music. Hot chocolate sheet music. All right. So this is something just from. Here's all I could find. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Hot Chocolate is such like a jazzy song. I can't even really think of the melody. I don't really think this is the melody. Here's another spot on it. That doesn't even really sound like it, does it? Okay. I'm surprised I couldn't find that one. Let's do another one here. Sorry, I kind of failed on that one. Feliz Navidad we played. Feliz Navidad. Da dun da da dum. Oh, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Okay. You're a mean one. Dun da dum ba da dum. Ba bum bum bum. You know what, guys? I'm going to use this opportunity to show you smart music. All right. So let's go over here. And do any of you use smart music for school? All right. So we're going to go to my laptop. And we're going to sign into smart music. So I'm going to go to Easy. It's called Easy Christmas. Easy Christmas instrumental solos. I'll do the clarinet one. I'll do tenor sax. All right. And they have You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Here we go. This is for Daisy. I got to turn up my music. And on Smart Music, it's pretty cool. It comes up, it gives you all the music. Do 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 do. It gives you a click count in, and here we go. Sorry, that was loud. Jazzy. Isn't that cool? All right. That is smart music. That is smart music. So let's go back here. Do, 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 do. All right. Let me see. Sometimes Arnaldo is here. Hello, Arnaldo. So guys, we have a very active chat room today, so I apologize if I'm not getting to your question. And I actually want to compliment our chat room. And Dennis, you probably will echo this. We have a very, very active chat room, but everyone is asking great questions and no one's spamming and everyone's just doing a great job.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
And more importantly, some of the older students are helping answer some of the younger students, which I think is great. That
is awesome. Thank you. Thank you all those of you who are maybe more experienced and you're hanging out in the chat room and you're answering questions. Okay. The Broken Spine says, it's not Christmas until you've heard You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. That's true. Grinch is one of my favorites. Oh, so guys, I'm going to tell you this. You might like this idea. In my band class at school, I'm going to switch over here. So could you guys put in the chat, those of you that, watch, if you watch any holiday movies, do you have a favorite holiday or Christmas movie of all time? We're actually doing, in my band class, we're doing a holiday movie tournament. I'm going to show you this. This is pretty cool. So we're doing a movie tournament where we are voting in class of all these matchups. So I had all the students nominate all their favorite movies. So like we had Home Alone. Home Alone is going against A Year Without Santa Claus. I had one student say they wanted Batman Returns because that's set in the holiday season, apparently. But we have all these movies, and we're voting on them to see who wins. All right, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then we're voting on them to see who's going to make it all the way to the final four. So I just think that's interesting. So let me know in the chat if you have a favorite movie. Home Alone. Home Alone is one of the top ones in the. I think that might be a winner. Grinch, Elf, Polar Express, The Christmas Chronicles. Yep. All right. Let's see. How about I play Another request. Oh, and Broken Spine says, my thesis is English literature teaching. Wow, very impressive. Very impressive. Thankfully, I'm finished with all of my big papers that I had to write because I finished my degree a couple of years ago. Okay. Somebody requested, oh, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. All right, Griffin, you want me to play that on trumpet? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Here we go. Oh, got to get these lips warmed up. Man, trumpet is a tough instrument. So Rudolph is probably easiest to play in a C major scale, Griffin. And you start on G, G, A, G, E. Let's just do as many requests as we can in the next 5 minutes. Next we had, okay, Griffin, I see your wedding march request. And Sam wants Megalovania. Let's see. Let's do Megalovania first. Do 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 do. I'll do it on alto sax. Okay, I gotta think about this one. It's the upper part is always the same. It's always, and the bottom note changes. I think. I think that's it. So, sorry. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I got it right once. Now, Hark the Herald Angels Sing on saxophone. Okay. I'll do it in D major. That song is available on my holiday music trios, which I talked about last week. I can put a link up if I have time. Silent Night on flute. Then I'll do the wedding march for Griffin. Okay. Silent Night in B flat. I'm going to start on F, okay? 1, 2, 3. There you go. Okay. And as I suspected, Creative Hobbies wants All I Want for Christmas Is You on bass clarinet or clarinet. Whew. I don't want a lot for Christmas. This one I have to look up, I think. All I Want for Christmas Is You. Sheet music. Actually, while I'm looking this up, is there a question I could get to, Dennis?
Yes. Broken Spine, another favorite song is Christmas in Sarajevo.
Oh, that's one that's one I'd have to look up. But that is a nice song. I don't know it that well, but I could look it up if I have time.
And Kevin and George, how do I get a high note on a trumpet?
High note on trumpet. Oops. You firm up your lips. Stronger airstream. Think of arching your tongue in the back like you're saying the letter E. We have a video on this, I think, with Mr. Walton, where we talk about doing your lip slurs. So. E. Excuse me. E. When you say E, your tongue goes up in the back, and that helps your airflow go in the right way. It has to do with your lips being firmed up, faster air, and also the shape of your air as it's going through your mouth and your throat. Okay. Am I going to find All I Want for Christmas Is You? Okay. All right. And this is for clarinet. All right. This is for you, Creative Hobbies. I'm going to do it on regular clarinet, if that's okay. Soprano clarinet. There you go. I found it. So, other requests. The Kahoot theme song on sax. I forget how that even goes. Joaquin Acuna. How do I not make so much saliva when playing alto sax? Is it normal? You know, it's hard to say how much is normal because I don't know your specific situation. I can get... It might have to do with how you're tonguing the reed. You know, you should, when you're tonguing the reed, you should just be using a very light touch towards the tip of your tongue, like here. Not using your whole tongue. That might be part of the reason. I would say I have not had a lot of problems with excess saliva when playing, but everyone is different. So maybe that tonguing little tip will help you. Did we decide on what the best movie is, you guys? Is it Elf or Polar Express? All right, back to Griffin for the Wedding March. Griffin, is this the one? Oh, man. How does this one go? I'm totally blanking on this. Wedding March. Mendelssohn? I don't know why I'm totally blanking on this. Da 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 da. Is that it? Da 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 da. Here comes the bride. That's it. Whew. So usually we do this in F, C, F, F, F. Oh boy, I probably should look this one up. Dun, 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 dun. Da dun da da. That's it. Dun, 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 dun. I think that's it. I hope I didn't mess that up too much. All right, we just have a few minutes left here, folks. Coffin Dance on flute. Oh Holy Night on piano. You know, Sophia, I'm not really set up to play piano. Because I'd have to turn around and there's no camera there. I could play some of it on saxophone. Coffin Dance on flute. Cahoot theme on sax. Oh. I'll play it once more with no mistakes, I hope. I guess I have to finish it now. Never realized how long this song is. That's quite the melody. All right, Sean, I'm going to do the Cahoot song for you if I can find it. How does Cahoot song go? Cahoot. Cahoot song. Let's listen to it. Boop, 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 boop. That's it. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, beep, beep, boop, boop. Come on. Oh, am I muted? Oh, I have it muted. Hold on. What? There's a singing part to that? All I know is this part. Bop, 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 bop. That's the only part I know. All right, so we've got to be close to finishing up here, folks, because we're almost out of time. Real quick, Tanner, Yamaha or were you answering someone else there? Salil Parkar, metronome. I have a Korg TM50. Oh, boy. I really don't know which metronome has Bluetooth compatibility. The only metronome I use is I use metronome apps on my phone. So, I know we use a really expensive metronome called a Dr. Beat at school for marching band. I know that. Is that Bluetooth? No, I don't even know if it's Bluetooth. So I'm sorry I can't answer that question. Salil, I'm sorry I don't know that one. Okay. The only one I didn't get is Coffin Dance on flute. So, but we're out of time. Hopefully you can come back next week. I forgot to do our welcome our beginners. Not our beginners, our new people. Let me see if I can scooch back here. Think cardio. All right. New people. Invent Twig, Chrissy Brubaker. I think I've seen Chrissy here before. Oh, Chrissy is one of my sponsors on Patreon. So, Chrissy, if you're here, thank you very much. Henry Chase, Loris Stradi, Spirit Walker Adventures. It's your girl Nina, Florida Man, Keith and George, Salil Parker, Marley, the French Bulldog, Niku Fira. Let's see. Other new people I want to say hello to. And we're going to be getting ready to... let's put on some Charlie Brown music while we say goodbye here.
1.
All right. So we also have
4.
Love, Hope, Dream, Sober and Fitwee, Faithful Tribe, Spoons, Christian Rayner, The Phaser Attempt, Wesley Nichols, Syntax Blaze, Sophia, Elvia Grabchuk, Tanner Champ, Araba Akempong. All right. Thank you for all those new people. Arvin Prabha says it's bedtime. Yes, this is about time for me to end. Let's go to a peppier song. Oh, how about this one? You guys know this one.
1, 2.
You guys know this song?
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. So thanks everybody for being here. We're going to do more requests next week, more Christmas songs, and more answers and questions and all that stuff. Okay. If you want to get in touch with me, you have my email address there, drselfridgemusic@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. Okay. So thanks so much for being here. Dennis, thank you, sir.
Yes.
I just want to say thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Very busy today.
Busy day, but
Yeah.
busy is good. Okay, everybody. I will be back next week, same time, and we'll get more of your requests and more of your questions. So thanks so much. Practice. Have a great week. Until next time, keep practicing. See you later.
One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.